All right, let's start it.
There is a podcast no one asked for. A podcast you never knew you didn't want. 3 beers in. This is the podcast.
I anticipate a deeply religious experience.
Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of 3 Beers In. Yeah, woohoo. This is Ross, and tonight we got Tony.
Hey.
Cutter.
Hey!
Sorry, people. And Clint.
Wait, Clint's here?
Oh, sorry, Joel. I looked at you and said Clint. I don't know why. Anyway. All right.
He tricked you into saying something, though.
And we're going to be discussing Legendary Adventures of Hercules.
Well, I did reference Kevin Sorbo earlier in the week, so
There we
I think
go.
I got a leg up.
Yeah.
One
Actually-
reference of Kevin Sorbo. No.
That's more than you guys. Anyway.
I think I called the dude who, what's his name? The guy from Game of Thrones.
Kevin
who does
James.
Khal Drogo.
Oh,
I said Khal Drogo was the Kevin
Jason
Sorbo
Momoa.
of our times.
Yeah.
okay. Oh, and you might hear there's Sarah there.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. But unless I cut all of that out.
Way too much Kevin Sorbo talk.
Yeah,
So one
Never,
reference
never.
one reference a week is
So we're
USA
actually
Network would like to have a word with you.
silk stockings. Anyway, so we're actually going to be doing our annual,
third annual.
maybe last annual,
I know.
Don't you say that.
Macarons and Beer pairing.
Yeah.
Right ahead of Blue Owl's Macarons and Beer pairing.
We
Still
did it
out of
first.
First.
Well, their second annual.
You see,
Why would you bring up Blue Owl, Cutter? No, anyway, no.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say, we said it might be our last one because Sarah is moving.
Moving. Yeah.
Oh.
Where are we moving to?
Northwest of Chicago.
Lucky them. She makes fantastic macarons.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Maybe I'll fly back. Maybe March.
Yeah, right. The weather's nice.
It's going to be a lot nicer. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, you got everything
by
planned
the time
out.
at that point in time in Chicago, you're going to want to.
Yeah,
like, I need
yeah.
warm weather.
Yeah.
Not-
It's an
not
easy
sick-
flight from Chicago to Austin.
Yeah.
O'Hare's a terrible airport. I
It's a
hear.
wonderful airport.
Is it really?
It's
I
one
like
of the,
O'Hare.
Yeah.
It's better than Midway.
oh, so much better than Midway.
Yeah.
Midway sucks.
It's one of the largest
heard it
in
here first.
America, right? Yeah.
O'Hare has a Frontera grill in it. I like that.
Well, yeah, but if you're going to pay $30 for...
No. That's their fast casual one.
Oh,
Where
okay.
it's like the cheap stuff.
But it's still in an airport. So
No, it's
gonna be-
normal priced.
What?
Yeah, there's a McDonald's pretty
No.
close by it, and it's just the same price.
I guess I got to go to O'Hare. Anyway, this has been Airport Talk.
Airport corner.
This is what everybody came here for that, right?
There you go. So, but,
To the beers?
Cutter, what are we drinking?
We're going to start off, just to spite them and their macaron stuff. We're going to do a Blue Owl pairing here. Limetastico, a sour Mexican lager with lime and salt.
This can go one of two ways, guys.
Wasn't exactly what we had on our menu
No,
first,
it's
so I
not.
apologize,
It's
but
not.
I think it's very, very similar.
It's got lime, it's got salt, so it's going to be pretty similar.
What was the original going to be?
The lime gosa from Real Ale.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I feel like it'll pair well.
I'd probably rather have this.
And I would have made the exact same flavor anyway.
So what flavor are we going to be pairing
Let-
these with?
You're popping?
Let's pop it first.
Okay,
It's popping time.
I want to get drinking.
that is exactly how beer should sound.
There you go.
Like Mountain Dew over here.
Do. So I made a chili lime.
Ooh. Lime on lime.
Lime on lime with a little bit of heat at the end. And when I tasted the buttercream, I felt like it wasn't very limey or
Spicy.
hot. So I added more.
Whoa. Okay.
But I
you
knew
added?
Clint was going to be here. And he doesn't like spicy.
Yeah.
So, you
Clint
know,
could
those
probably
flavors.
feel it from here. He's like,
Yeah.
"Is it
Those
warm in
flavors
here?"
tend to bloom a little bit more as it sits in the buttercream. So you've been warned. Or maybe it's
Exciting.
really mild. I don't know.
She sounds really confident.
We're finding out.
I like the surprise. All right.
This might be my
Well,
favorite
first
Blue
of
Owl
all,
beer.
wow. Whew, grainy. Really nice.
That's very nice, though.
I like that beer.
It reminds me of the Little Boss, but a little more. Well, the lime really makes it a little more like a Mexican lagery.
Have you tried the lime goza before from Real Ale?
From Real Ale?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think we
haven't.
had.
I'd say the Ghost would be a little more tart, though. This is probably the least tart Blue Owl I've ever had.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Holy crap, that's good. The cookies.
You say that about all of them, though.
It's because you
He
make
does.
awesome cookies.
Well,
Ooh, that heat.
you got it now?
No, it's like a late
Like
bloomer.
a slow afterburn, yeah.
It's like you get a little bit of the lime, but then the heat just kind of comes on at the end, but it's not super overpowering. But man,
It's a beautiful cookie, though.
Thank you.
Oh, but I see the chilies in there. Dang. Scary.
Don't be scared.
pairing's fantastic too. Don't overpower each other.
I like the lime in it. Haven't got the heat yet. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
You got the one with no heat.
See, you're not a super taster.
You gotta wait till you get to the seed.
I really like this beer. I think it tastes like it's probably I don't know. I feel like Blue Owl has a lot of beers that are kind of an acquired taste.
It's very true.
You don't like sours as well, so. Or you're not a
Yeah,
fan
but some of them
sours.
are pretty. I mean,
There are some that
It might as well be
I don't like
liquor.
the Wee Beastie. I don't like the. Oh, I don't know about that, but yeah, I guess they make some high ABVs.
yeah.
Really don't like the Wee Beastie because it's peaty. And then I don't like the Spirit Animal because that's not my kind of beer.
We did Spirit Animal last year. I
Last year, yeah.
didn't care for it. I like this.
No, this one is a lot better.
Their Tropical Brut was fantastic.
Oh man,
Was that the one
What-
we mixed with the cherry limeade?
No,
no.
that was the one we did there. It's the pink can.
Yeah.
They had
What hops? What hops are in that?
no hops.
What?
No hops.
How'd they get that flavor?
Was it? It drank like it was like a 3%, and it was like 7.8 or
Yikes.
something like that. Like, get halfway through a can, you're like,
Joel, did you get the spice in yours yet? I haven't got the spice in mine either. I don't know.
I think I'm going to need to eat a second one. There is a little spice in it.
I love the way it looks. I like the lime on lime. It's not too much.
Lime on lime.
it's got that savory factor that I like.
I get it. Okay, a little bit right
little
now
bit, yeah.
in the back of my.
Yeah, it's mostly on the
The
back of the
lime or
sides
the
of the tongue.
heat?
The heat.
The heat.
It's
The
there,
spice.
but it's
a
very,
little
very
tingle.
mild. Yeah.
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 Good. I didn't want to
Clint would be
blow you
bitching
guys out
about
of
it.
the
Oh
water
yeah,
right off.
no, he wouldn't.
Right out the
he
gate.
wouldn't be able to taste anything the whole night.
Yeah.
Clint's going to get an upset stomach listening to this.
He's not going to listen to this.
Tastes like a pickle.
But what I like about it is like even though the lime's a little bit soft on the cookie, like the beer really brings it out, but the heat or the chili really like it pairs.
Where
fantastic.
in past instances, the cookies have just been so much better than the beer. It's like this one. I guess we got the right combination because it's like neither one of them like
Outshines each other,
overpowers
yeah.
the other.
Yeah. Well, the beer is
Well, I
interesting.
wouldn't say
'cause-
better, but just the flavor.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's all like
They're not
both
clashing
good.
or-
I still like the cookie.
I still like the cookie. I still like the cookie. I can still taste the beer.
Yeah.
If there's one of those things, like I'd say, if I have to choose between cookie and beer, it's always going to be cookie. I got a sweet
Agree to
tooth.
D, man,
Yeah, that's
'cause
fine. It's fine.
like I said before we drink, I was like, this could go one of two ways, poorly or great. I think it's great. Like the beer is not. I can't tell. Like at first, I was like, I really like it how smooth it is, but at one point, I was like, I could go with a little bit more lime, but there has to be real good balance, and I think I'll be okay with where it's at right now because I feel like if you said something like the bartender add lime, they'd be like, oh okay, and then they squeeze like a whole half lime in it or a whole lime in it.
Speaking of that, does this have actual lime and actual peppers in it, or is it just like a flavoring?
It's no, it's lime zest and chili powder.
Okay.
Sarah doesn't do that kind of stuff.
I know. You just have to ask,
Zest is the
The green
The
skin,
skin. Yeah.
okay, it's
outside.
actually short. Okay, that's what we saw. It wasn't the pepper that you were seeing.
No, the green is the
Probably.
lime.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah, I think if the beer was any more limey, I couldn't drink more than just one.
I could drink this on the river.
Unless it was like 100 degrees out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the Limetastico, it's a sour Mexican lager with lime and salt.
You might say the extra ingredient is salt.
It's one of their new seasonals available spring and summer. So this is going to be available for months and months now.
Do you think this would taste differently on draft than it is in a can?
Maybe.
Most of their stuff, I would say yes.
So this has 15 IBUs, ABV of 4.6, and 55 sour units.
Does that line up with what we thought? I mean, it doesn't taste boozy or anything.
No.
As they say on their website, as those warmer Austin days approach, the annual search for the perfect patio beer or perfecto patio beer. They don't say that, but I thought it would have been good. Anyway,
They should.
perfecto patio beer begins, and with it, our inspiration to brew just that. Limetastico is our sour Mexican lager with lime and salt, as we said, brewed with flaked maize, sea salt, lime zest, and Moteca hops, which I thought was really weird because it's a New Zealand hop.
Wait,
But it adds a lot of.
is
But I was gonna say,
But
but
it
it adds a lot of
sounds-
fruit to it.
Yeah, and the name looks like a Mexican hop. Looks like it would be like
Yeah.
Well, when you were explaining it, I just assumed it was a Spanish,
Yeah.
like
like
Mexican hop.
Aztec sort of.
Yeah, Olmec.
What about the silver monkeys?
Did New Zealand ever invade Mexico at one point?
Old Zealand.
That's how we
yeah.
got kiwis here in North America.
I think, didn't New Zealand have a war with emus? Like, I think there's a legit war where they
sounds-
fought the birds. People fought birds, and they called it a war.
Is that the Ireland with the snakes and the sticks? And
Well, that
stuff?
was never that.
I know it's all fake. Right?
Yeah. St. Patrick chased all the snakes out, which snakes might not have meant snakes, but
Oh, yeah, it was a race thing.
yeah.
Tis true, I took many a lump, but 'twas all in good fun.
I forgot about that. Yeah. All the, whoa. You can't say that. Put snakes instead.
So I should carry a stick in it with a snake, and that probably won't look too good on St. Patrick's Day.
No.
Maybe whacking day.
I like the Mexican tile on the bottom of the can.
Yeah, there's
cool.
a whole article about the design of it. They really go into painstaking detail to get some of their artwork and their can designs and everything.
appreciate it.
Yeah. So they did like a Mexican tile, and then the Limetastico, it's got a little splash over the A, and that design is carried over into the tiles there.
A lot of the beers that we try, Sarah, can you get them up where you live as well?
Out of the ones you suggested, probably not this year, but in years past, probably like 2 out of the 4 that we've had. Because this is the first year we've only doing 3 beers too.
Yeah, I figured, well, we always
is
go
okay.
over. So
We do. We go way over.
we have more beer.
Imagine how much more beer Sarah's not going to get.
Well, so here's a question. As you're leaving, what things are you going to miss from Texas?
Firstly, Chicago's got a pretty good beer scene up there. though.
Yeah.
No,
we
not
do.
beer-wise, but
Well, I thought beer. What?
it could be beer-wise, but
Anyway.
Probably, I mean, the winters are going to be long. I know this. I grew up there. I didn't know any better when I was growing up there. But now that I've lived elsewhere, I do know better. We've already made plans to get like a sun lamp for our
the
kitchen.
sad lamp, right?
Yeah. Take vitamin D supplements.
There you go.
Probably the longer, fun summer season. Even though when it's in the awful days of summer here, we don't go outside a lot, and my kids drive me crazy. But FaceTime.
Now you can do that in the winter.
Yeah, yeah. They love the snow.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Just
Yeah.
buy layers during the winter until they just
Yeah.
put 6 layers on
Yeah,
it.
I
It's
feel like you can
go make a
always
snow
get
angel.
warm when you're cold.
Yeah.
You can do jumping jacks. You can put more layers on. You can't. There's only so naked you can go when it's so hot. That's socially acceptable.
I
Right.
feel the reverse on that. I've been in cold places, and I keep layering up, and sometimes you're like, this isn't enough.
Yeah.
I can't do enough. And then when it's hot, you're like, a balance between, maybe you'll be hot at one point,
Mesh
and then
tank
cool
top.
down, and then hot, and then cool
Joel
down.
actually gets a socially unacceptable amount of layers on.
Oh, okay.
Shows up with 8 layers places.
Yeah.
Gore-Tex.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking would you miss HEB or Sonic or
Whataburger.
Don't they have
Whataburger?
Sonic's got to be nationwide.
No, it's not.
Whataburger is going to be in Chicago now, right?
Is it?
Maybe.
Well, they got bought by a Chicago company.
I
That's
guess
true.
I didn't realize that.
You didn't realize it, or you just didn't think about it?
I didn't.
Did you not know Leah is? Well, I don't know.
Her
before.
uncle's best friends with part of the group that
I guess I must have
the
forgotten
head, the
that.
head of the group that bought Whataburger.
Mr. Burger himself?
Yep,
Mr. Wada?
Mr. Wada.
Yeah. The people. I mean, my friends that I've made, but it's the hardest part of any
It's
military
always a
move.
Yeah.
Not the fresh tortillas that you can get in the store.
So here's the thing. So confession time.
Oh no!
I
You heard it here first.
hate cilantro.
Oh, I thought you were going to say tortillas for a
No,
second.
no, no.
I was like, whoa.
No.
Yeah.
But what about
But
coriander?
still.
I did feel like there's like 50-50 split on cilantro.
just
Some
tastes
people
like
love it,
soap
some
to
people
me.
hate
It
it.
is. Yeah,
think it's a
that's a
genetic
genetic
It's
thing.
genetic, yeah, not my fault. And apparently
okay.
you can train yourself to like it, but I don't want to put in the time or the effort. 'Cause it's not worth it to me.
What do you like, microdose on
Yeah,
cilantro?
yes, you just like progressively add more and more.
It's one little leaf today, maybe tomorrow.
So everyone keeps asking if I'm going to miss the
Gateway
Tex-Mex
So
food.
no.
I'm just like, well, everything has cilantro. So
No.
Taco Bell,
Awesome.
Yeah.
which is, I know, awful, but it's the only place guaranteed Mexican food that has no cilantro.
That's true.
That is true.
Or Chewy's. You can go to Chewy's.
Some,
Chewy's
but-
like white people Mexican food.
Oh, that's for me then.
Do
I like it, yeah.
do not disparage Chewy's. You people.
That
What do you mean, you
it's,
people?
boom boom sauce, right?
Chicka boom
Yeah.
boom.
I
Yes.
almost ordered today from Chewy's, but went pizza.
But the thing is, I love that Taco Bell knows that that's who they are.
Yeah.
Because they had their breakfast ads were like, well, your day's already crap. Get some taco.
Why not get Taco Bell?
Yeah. All right, Joel, you got a little bit more.
Well, while
So,
no,
yeah.
sorry.
No. Yeah.
I was going to say, while he's finishing up, I feel like we were pretty much around the table positive on this beer.
Yeah.
And the cookies.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, I don't. Oh, yeah. No,
Although I will say, though,
I don't see-
still never got the
No?
spice on the
Okay.
cookie.
I got it.
I don't see cookies on the table.
Well, I'm sorry. Macaron.
They are still a cookie.
Macaroons. They're from season one.
Yeah, that's all right.
Macaron.
Where's
French
the
people are
coconut?
amazing.
So, a little bit more about Blue Owl. I forgot we didn't actually talk about Blue Owl, but anyway. It's a all-sour brewery in Austin, Texas. The first all-sour brewery in Austin, Texas. I think, actually, I say that twice.
Is
now.
it really?
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Is there a
but
second? Or are they the only?
I don't know if there's any more that just do sours.
But more people are jumping into sours.
Oh yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people. They're the first only sour.
Because at Bangers, they had quite a bit of
Yeah,
sours, probably
yeah.
like 8.
So they opened October of 2015 with 4 core beers: the Wee Boss, Spirit Animal, Van Dam, and Professor Black. Started Blue Owl to make sour beers approachable yet still unique. Their souring style accentuates the beer rather than dominating your taste buds, which I always like about Blue Owl. They aim to produce clean, well-balanced sour beers that retain the characteristics of their style. Approachable to them also means your experience in their tasting room. They want to make everyone feel welcome, whether you're looking to hang out with some friends or nerd out about beer science. Lastly, their focus on approachability led them to package primarily in cans. They strive to make consistent, affordable sours that you can be proud to hold. From fancy dinner parties to shenanigans on the lake. It's owned by Jeff Young, and Susie Schaefer handles the business, and staffed by a small gang dedicated to making and serving their absolute favorite beers.
And you said that Jeff was originally from Black Star, right?
Yeah, well,
Or I'm sorry,
Yes.
he helped to develop.
he actually founded Black Star
Yes,
with some people.
and he is the
I
guy
think-
we have to thank.
Oh,
for
Black
the
Star
Dockhand.
is also a co-op.
Yes.
Yeah, Dockhand, and then Inveterate, and then which one is one of them sour, recalcitrant, or
I don't remember which one is which, but the Dockhand there is
Yeah.
my favorite, and ooh,
it's their porter.
Would you say Blue Owl is one of the like coolest neighborhood bars? I wish I kind of lived. I mean, I live pretty close.
Yeah.
to it.
It's
I was,
right
like,
there
close
in
to
the
it.
neighborhood. Like
Cesar
it's like
Chavez,
a block
yeah.
off of the houses, and
Which I guess is why they can't actually sell beer there.
why they have to be a sour.
No, they can't sell beer. They can't sell you alcohol.
They sell you coins. Or,
They sell you
yeah.
a token, and then you redeem that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You buy the glass, and then they give you tokens,
That's right.
which I believe would
Yeah.
be considered a shadow sale and also illegal. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to call them out on it.
Well, because if you could do that, then you could like sell to kids and just be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I only sold that kid a glass, and I don't know
Right.
what they put in
Or
it."
it's like, I think Jeff at Jester King was talking about it. Buy a shirt, you get a free beer, or something like that.
In Bell County, where I live, there's Fire Street Pizza, but it's in an area of Bell County. It's like a moist county, which freaks me out because some places
Because
you
it's
can have
moist?
It's moist, yeah. I don't like it.
What does that mean? The moist county.
So they're in a dry part of
Slightly,
the county. And so the way they get around it is that whoever goes there, the first time you go there, you have to turn in your driver's license and they sign you up for a membership, like a private club membership.
Right.
And then you're
because
welcome to have beer.
There are club rules where
What?
Yeah.
like if you go to a country club and stuff like that,
Wait, if
they
you
can
go
serve.
to the pizza place, you have to turn your card in.
Well, the
Yeah.
city.
The city
right?
itself.
Or the
Well, that part of the county.
county.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So it's dry. Because I was thinking like, okay, dry county. Okay. That
It's
makes
a
sense.
legit pizza place.
Yeah.
Sicilian, wood-fired, brick oven.
Worth turning your identification in for.
Yes. Yeah. They give it back to you.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, Domino's, they have sandwiches now, right? So no, I don't
Wait, what?
No,
They have
Paninis,
breakfast?
probably.
they've had sandwiches for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm
My mom would
sleeping
always-
on Domino's.
know.
My mom would always get a sandwich when we go to the pizza places, and I'm like,
It's pizza. Yeah.
Now a calzone where it's
Some
like a
pizza-
sandwich.
come on, the lettuce.
It's just
folded
pizza.
pizza.
That's just
Yeah.
pizza that's harder to eat.
The lettuce is hot and it's absorbed all the smells of
I agree
everything
to
else.
disagree on that.
Yeah. So pizza talk.
I think this might be my favorite pairing
Airport
from
talk,
a.
pizza talk. People are getting
yeah.
all the news.
I think this might be my favorite pairing with a can. And
I know. It's
Yeah.
fun can.
So this is our second beer and the first time we're trying. Well, I don't know about you guys.
I don't think we have.
the other Tyler. Wait,
First time we've had True Vine. Definitely first time on the podcast.
grown men drinking beer and eating unicorn macarons.
Yes.
Macarons.
Yeah. I tried to make it as gaudy
Masculine.
and yes,
Real men
nailed
aren't
it.
afraid of purple.
that's
Yeah,
right.
we're grown ass
So
man.
yeah, the name of
Yeah,
the
right?
beer is Mermaids and Unicorns.
Yeah, mermaids and unicorns blonde ale, mythical blonde ale.
Mythical.
I love the smell. It's really sweet.
It's not as brilliant as I thought it would be.
You mean just in sparkling, like in terms of the color?
Clear. The clarity.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
I like it.
I
Some of
definitely
these-
smell some apricots.
See, Cutter's or Tony's looks clear. All of ours look cloudy as hell.
Wow. Yeah.
That's weird.
Definitely some sweet yeast there. Mm-hmm. Sweet and yeasty on the nose.
So, what flavors are we going
right.
with on the
That's
cookie
why I'm here. So
That's pretty
there's
good beer.
buttercream. It's a orange zest and rosemary,
Oh,
and in the middle there's a little dollop of peach puree.
Ah, very
this
nice.
is going to go well.
Yes.
I'll take the one without the rosemary.
Yeah, when you said
You
rosemary,
have
I was
to
like,
eat
kinda
around the
someone's like,
rosemary, Ross.
So, what did you decorate these with? Just out of curiosity.
Just all food coloring. So
Gel food color.
I made a
so
really.
the pearls are food coloring. Gotcha.
Oh no. Those are,
Those are edible pearls.
yes. Nope, they're not. Shoot them out later.
I wanted that.
Oh, they're
one.
edible. You just
Make
won't
any-
digest them.
Make some earrings. So I made a really light pale purple shell, and then I paint the inside of the pastry bag with different colors, and it just kind of tie dyes as you pipe
That's cool.
the shells.
This is the most beautiful cookie I think I'm ever going to eat. You outdo yourself every time you come on here. Holy shit, that's good.
You said that about the last one.
Tastes like Fruit Loops. Fruit Loop milk water.
Yeah. I one time made a cereal milk macaron, and I just I poured a whole bunch of Captain Crunch, and I let the milk steep, and then I poured, and that's what I added to the buttercream.
that is
It was
awesome.
pretty good.
Captain Crunch with crunch berries? Or
Yep, with crunch berries, yes.
Okay. I get it. I get it now.
This beer and the macaron pairing, once again, more flavorful on the beer, but the macaron, it's got that. They both have that kind of like stone fruit like flavor
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
It's like this is a fruitier, sweeter blonde than I'm kind of used to. But man, that's boom, fantastic. This is my favorite pairing. I like the last one. This is my favorite one.
Okay.
Stone fruit
Yep.
being a fruit with a stone in it.
Yes, so like cherry.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cherries do have stones, but those are
yeah, but more like
peaches are apricots.
Yeah.
made with real apes.
Yes.
Do you think this beer lives up to the Mermaids and Unicorns name? Like, is that because of the sweetness, do you think? Or
You know what? I think they just
Chicken
named
butt.
it that. But at the same time, like I can see it.
you can taste the rainbow?
Kinda.
So when I was researching, I guess the guys at True Vine, they all have daughters, and so they were just felt like they were inundated with like princesses and mermaids and
Gotcha.
unicorns.
Those
So they decided to
poor
make a beer.
bastards.
Yeah.
It's sweet, but I've noticed that a lot
Very
about
sweet,
the
yes.
more North Texas
blondes.
Like the Dallas blonde, I'd say is pretty sweet.
So he mentioned it. I was like, they're usually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But also Hop Fusion,
Feisty red,
blonde.
feisty blonde. Yeah, not redhead.
It's a powerful blonde,
Yeah.
like 8.25%.
It is.
It'll knock you on your ass, but it's sweet. It's a honey blonde.
It's
but
got honey. Yeah.
But they make them real sweet. But it's got that aspect to it, but it's more fruit on this guy than it is like the sweet. But it pairs really, really well.
Do you taste honey on this one as well?
I don't really taste honey. Like I said, it's more
The sweetness. I don't know if it's as
fruity.
That floralness of the honey.
Because you definitely get the fruit flavor.
I think there is.
You think there was
I might,
a little
I
I
can
might
get some honey.
get a honey in there.
What I like about both these beers is I would have liked these before we did the podcast, but they're getting better at being consistent. Before you'd get like a sour beer, it's going to be sour. Now there's some type of like consistency through it, almost kind of mainstream flavor. I like this. I like the last one because of that. It's not overwhelming.
Well, I think that's a really good call out because I think when we first had Blue Owl, I liked their Van Dam, but I didn't like one of their other ones that I tried from there.
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, I feel like we're,
Getting there.
Like they're more consistent, like you said. I don't know that I could have 3 of this Mermaids. Yeah.
No.
The first one, I
one-
think I could maybe.
First one
Yeah.
I'd want to take it to a party and stuff.
Yeah. Or if it was outside, like we said.
Yeah.
This one might be too sweet for 3.
Yeah.
probably agree for 3.
Yeah.
But I could definitely do one of these and like 7 cookies.
I might need to. I mean, compared to my cookie to beer ratio is
Yeah.
sucking right now. I finished that cookie real quick.
There's more.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, so we can have these? I was trying to be polite. I was like, you guys can.
Which
Coy-
last
playing coy,
year,
like, you
Clint
guys, I don't want them.
spent half of the episode just eating what was in the Tupperware.
Yep, yes, he did do that.
Oh, we're not sharing. Okay.
Well, it's the one time he probably gets to do that as a dad. Like,
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, after the kids go to bed, I get my guilty pleasure, whatever it is. Sometimes it's just a bowl of cereal, and there's been just a couple times where they've come out and I'm in mid bite, and I'm just like, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Go back to bed."
This is a dream.
Yeah,
You can't have any.
you see nothing.
Did you share any of these macarons with your family? Was there any favorite?
So my kids didn't get into them yet. I did make my husband taste test them. The third one was his favorite.
The third one? Ooh.
It's our only chocolate one of the day. But
He a chocolate guy?
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, does everyone like chocolate here?
Yes.
I don't trust people who don't like chocolate.
Yes.
I don't think
Maybe
I've
that's
met anybody.
racist of me.
I know.
I don't like cilantro.
I know one guy who doesn't like chocolate, and he's a really good dude.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Does it not like chocolate, or does not like milk chocolate? Does he prefer like
No, milk
dark chocolate?
But also, do you kind of think he's a communist?
he's not from this country. So.
You might.
Sorry, Jim, if you're listening.
So about Mermaids and Unicorns, I couldn't find it on their website, but it's on Untappd. They have a story here. It's Mermaids and Unicorns was inspired by East Texans requesting, "Brew me a great blonde." And whatever, I don't know. As with all of their beers, they debuted a small batch of Mermaids and Unicorns at an Open Taps event in the fall of 2014. Which Open Taps is, I don't believe they could legally sell at that point.
Right.
They just opened one day a month to showcase their beers. Kind of like what Texas Beer Company did in Tyler.
Taylor.
There you go.
They're in
in Tyler. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
I could
one-
use it earlier too.
Is that one where you can't actually buy the beer, but you can donate or buy a cup or something?
No,
and
they
can-
just give it away.
Oh, they
shadow
just
sale.
give it away.
Yeah.
Give it away. Give it away.
There you go.
Give it away now. It's 2.
They give it
Got
to
2
your
now.
mother.
RHCP.
So, but anyway, the response was great, and they knew they had to move it into production. The name was inspired by all the fairy tale worlds they experienced as daddies of the six. I don't like that they say daddies. Anyway, of 6 tiny girls in the True Vine Brewing Company family. The aroma of the Mermaids and Unicorns is malty and bready, hints of peach and orange from the late addition of Cascades and Harilo hops. I don't know if that's supposed to be Jarilo. I've seen it and I've just said Harilo. Anyway, the smooth, clean finishing mythical blonde is great for the Texas heat and cuisine. Added to the year-round lineup in February of 2014. I don't know if it'd be great with the heat.
I don't think it'd be great
Being
with
that
cuisine.
it's so sweet.
Like, I couldn't have this with food.
Oh man, I could.
You
Really?
say that
I
about
could.
everything.
I think so.
You don't think it'd be too sweet?
No, but if you
Well,
pair,
it depends
if you
what you're
pair it
eating.
with
Nice
like barbecue
spicy
or
steak.
something,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you pair it with barbecue,
Beef.
like, that
Strong.
smoky and that sweet.
Yeah.
That'll pair really well together.
yeah. I can see that.
What I've learned is that
I
Go
don't
ahead and
think
say it. You're
Tony
welcome to.
doesn't.
Wait, what am I saying?
You're right.
Something about me.
That was not what I was saying.
Never.
Yeah.
Never
Way
say
off
that
the
to
mark
Cutter.
on that one.
that's acceptable.
Acceptable. That's the best Cutter gets.
I accept
Except from
that.
Alan Owens.
Yeah, I could, if I wasn't eating, I could drink this, maybe a couple, a few. But with food, I don't think I could.
I do think that putting the name Mermaids and Unicorns on it, you're buying it because of the name. more
Yeah.
than
Oh,
anything
yeah.
else.
Kind of a
That's-
novelty.
That's
Exactly.
It's
basically
good,
Yeah.
but
That's basically why I suggested it for tonight.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. It's a blonde.
You just want to see what
and
artwork she's gonna put
I
on
had
the
fun
cover.
with
I was wondering that as well.
The artwork
Yeah.
definitely matches it.
Yeah.
It's like the little pearls under the ocean.
yeah.
Yeah.
Under the sea.
Oh wow,
That's
3 for 3.
Hey.
That was like early '90s. Like that's not like early.
So I dressed
2000s.
up as Ariel in my Princess Half Marathon I did a couple
Oh, there
weeks
you
ago.
go.
Nice. How'd you do?
I didn't die. No,
That's
I
what
did
you can
okay.
expect from a
That's
So
Halloween.
it was at Disney,
Oh,
and I
cool.
was telling Ross and Tony earlier, I'm not a Disney
No.
girl.
World or
Like,
land?
Me neither.
Land.
So I also don't like lines and crowds.
So Disney's probably not the place for
No,
you.
it was my
Disney
own
is
personal
not-
hell
yeah.
Fast
for 4
pass.
days.
Well, that's why you're running from them, right?
right. But like,
A nightmare. Like,
yeah,
Goofy coming after you.
yeah. So just lots of princesses.
Now Star Wars though.
Yeah. So okay. So we did do.
There's definitely gonna be people dressed up.
Galaxy's Edge.
How was that?
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We are a Star Wars family. So
Some people can't even get on the ride. I've heard.
yeah. So here's
Really?
the trick, everyone.
But, yeah.
So when you go to Disney,
You pretend to be handicapped.
no, they don't even let you do that anymore.
No.
no,
They don't let you pretend to be handicapped?
no.
Well, they
test
can't.
you.
They can't stop you from pretending to. Be,
That's true.
but they're not going to let handicapped people in front of everybody else.
So
is
it's
what
at
you're
Hollywood
saying?
Studios,
Uh-huh.
and you get there right when it opens, or like an hour before, and then at 8:00 when the park actually opens, everyone's on
There's
their phone.
already a line before.
because you have to you get a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance,
Oh wow.
and so everyone was just looking down, and we were like boarding pass or boarding group 42, and
God,
yeah.
awful.
So you were the 42nd group and you were there an hour before
It opened. Mhm. Now let me tell you about Universal the day before.
There you go.
Harry Potter's Hagrid's
Wizarding World.
motorbike
Yeah.
adventure.
Uh-huh.
We waited 4 hours
Yeah, not worth it.
for a 90-second ride.
I was about to say,
Now
how
those
is that
90
worth 4 hours?
The 90 seconds was really cool. It was good.
Wait. There's a joke here. That's a joke
I was going to say, Cutter's waited 4 hours for a 90.
for a 90-second ride.
It was good.
It was serviceable.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
That's what his Yelp review said.
So we went there because my sister-in-law is on this fitness journey and she wanted to do it. So we did the challenge. So we did the 10K on Saturday and then the half marathon on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was good. Even the 4 hours waiting in line, I didn't say shit. I fixed my face. I didn't have RBF. And
It's a struggle.
yeah,
It's
so hard for me.
What's the R?
RBF?
Resting.
What?
Resting bitch
Oh,
bitch face.
resting bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, rich bitch face? What's the R?
I
What's
wish.
the R?
well, at Disney World.
And so
I should go to the front of the line.
So my husband finished like 10 minutes before me on the half, and then we kind of met up, and I waited that long, and I looked at him. I said, never again. Orlando
off
will
the
never
list.
see
Yeah.
me again.
Yeah.
If you want to come back with the boys, have fun.
I know you can pay extra to go in early, but it's probably hard when you have a family.
Yeah. Ugh.
Because I think it's
Hated
like
it.
$500 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure the boys can't go to college now. Like, no.
You're getting a scholarship.
College or
Hope
Disney
you had a good
World.
time.
Wait, how
It
much
better
were,
be
how much were
fucking
tickets
worth it.
to Disney World? Or did
Like
you go to
100.
Disneyland?
We went to Disney World and then Universal. They were both about $100 each.
Wow.
But the registration for the challenge was like $350 a person.
Wow. Paying that much to
God.
run.
And then we drove for 2 days to get there and then drove 2 days to get back. It was awful.
But the memories.
The memories will last forever.
The memories are
The
awful.
trauma will
like
last forever.
MasterCard, they're priceless.
Yeah. And like the race didn't even thin out until mile 9. Just like, get out of my fucking way.
And everybody in like costumes.
I was stopping for pictures, and I'm like, oh,
it sounds
Why are you so happy?
I know.
This is the happiest place on earth. Huh?
Did anyone
Fuck out of my way.
Yeah, that was me.
Did
this
anyone
is
lo-
my nightmare.
Did anyone lose their slipper?
Oh, that's a good one. Joe. I like that one.
We did run through Cinderella's castle at the Magic Kingdom, but
Ooh.
I was like, yeah, great.
I'm gonna burn this mother down.
Yeah. Afterwards, my husband and I went to the house we rented, and there was a hot tub, and we drank a beer in the hot tub. And
There you go.
Wasn't sure where that was going. But
And
all right.
after race beer is
it's the best. It's the best.
Maleficent's brew.
A Rattler.
Yeah.
A Rattler in the cycle race.
There should be like a Disney line of beer.
No. They already own
Do you know how
enough.
much money somebody would make and get sued?
Well, like
But-
Fiesta, Texas has like the German area.
Yeah.
That's like a beer theme park.
yeah.
I like that one. It's got like little like bumper cars.
Wait, you can get drunk and then do bumper cars?
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll stay
yeah.
in Texas.
Yeah.
a 3-hour drive instead of a 2-day.
Beer?
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
Bumper cars? Double check.
They're very big on the whole German
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Hill country. Yeah. Which in Chicago, you'll get more Polish. It's,
Very much
German.
so. Yeah, Chicagoland has the second largest population of Polish people outside Warsaw.
They have sausages as well.
So many
Really?
sausages, yeah.
You know where they have the number one? Oh, wait, no, you just said it. Never mind.
Warsaw.
Wait, I think she knows that one.
There you go.
She's brushing up on our Chicago trivia.
Get to see
Yeah.
the Cloud Gate.
Wait, so what's our favorite Chicago beer? Is it Goose Island still, or are we not allowed to like them?
I have no idea what you're talking
I
about.
don't either.
Yeah, I like Goose Island.
Yeah,
They got
Goose Island's
bought
good.
by.
You're not allowed to
no,
like
you're not.
them.
You're not
yeah,
allowed,
not allowed to like them.
Why
okay.
not?
They got bought by AB
and
and
Bev.
Bev. Yeah.
It still makes
Well, you can like them if you like them, but they're not independent and they're not Texas.
We have a pretty good microbrewery scene coming up
yeah,
there.
they got, Illinois gets a lot of good stuff.
So would you be Aurora? Would you be?
Oh,
like,
geez.
No, so I'm
Joliet?
No, I'm northwest of there. So
Right.
I'm originally from Woodstock, which if people don't know that, if I say Crystal Lake, they usually understand.
Camp
But
Crystal Lake?
yes, Jason Voorhees. So we're like a train ride. We're 45 minutes northwest of downtown. We're actually closer to Wisconsin than we are to Chicago, but
Now here in Austin, it's like 45 minutes on the train ride.
Yeah,
to
that's
get
what I'm
you
saying.
to-
Is it a Austin 45 minutes? Or is it a.
no, it's you're downtown within 45 minutes if you get the express. Yeah,
Well, the Express. It
and you
doesn't
can
make so
drink
many
on the
stops.
train. And,
What?
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's something that will never happen here. They should have
You don't
done
think
that.
so?
They should have done it years ago.
I tried to drink a Coke on the bus, and they took away my pass.
Yeah, I think they need a bigger train. Like they don't have
Really?
enough there to do like service through the train.
If you
What
kept the
kind
train
of train
open,
is it?
terrible.
In Austin?
Yeah, is it like a Metro? No.
Yeah, it's a metro.
Okay.
There's not enough people who use it. It's only empty.
No, it can be
But-
packed.
But if you opened it
8
up till
o'clock.
past 10
Yeah.
o'clock, like
Yeah.
people would
Yeah.
use it.
Oh, for
Well, they
sure.
don't want people on there drinking and throwing up everywhere and getting rowdy.
But you
Job
can drink
creation.
in Chicago, but
Yeah.
people don't get drunk on it, right?
Oh, for sure
only
they
want it
do.
for comedians.
Yeah, especially if there's a Cubs game or yeah,
If you had people using the train, you could pay people to clean up said
yeah.
vomit.
Job creation.
They want it to be a commuter rail.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Which it can be.
Mm-hmm.
With the drunk people rail.
So
you
from-
don't want people driving, but you don't want
Right.
people taking the train past
Right.
10 o'clock.
And
Like,
you
it doesn't
don't
make any
want
sense.
people using Uber or Lyft. So, but
From here, there will be one stop to get to the soccer stadium once it opens.
Oh, nice.
have you
it's
guys
like-
been down around there?
Where the stadium is, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be-
It's coming along.
It's like from Hop Squad, you can see it.
yeah.
But from Hop Squad, it looks really weird because there's like, the regular buildings and everything. And then all of a sudden,
well, like I
there's
was
this
told,
giant stadium right there.
But that's it now. So I
Yeah.
think
Just
once
wait
it gets
until it's
successful,
finished.
they're going to put in like a high rise right there, like a hotel or
That's gonna be
a conference
awful.
center or
well, that's
something.
what I was talking to Ross, and over.
I think there are already a holiday in there.
You're right.
Express?
Yeah, it's pretty crowded over
As
there.
long
already.
as Jim's is still there.
Jim's is
It's probably
Jim's
not
is on
gonna-
borrowed time.
Yeah.
Jim's is like truckers and
No, that thing is going to be hopping. That place is going to be packed. All
It's gonna
Yeah,
They
but
got
then
so
Survive the
it- it's-
scene.
they're gonna
it's a
flash
cool place.
flash them some money, and they're gonna get bought out, and they're not gonna be there anymore.
Hey, it's actually James now. I have money.
Esquire.
Esquire, yeah.
Bill and Ted.
Jimothy,
I did one.
can't wait for that sequel. Mm-hmm. Speaking of sequels, how are you feeling about the new Jumanji sequel?
So,
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
We're gonna
I'm
watch
no
it.
spoilers.
No, you can. Yeah.
We're gonna
How
watch
do you
it
feel
at the
about
apartment.
I was gonna just
Spoiler.
spoiler late and
I thought it was good. I liked the people who played the grandpas.
yeah.
Those were kind of funny.
I liked them as the people that they were,
Not as their actual characters.
Who played them?
Danny DeVito and
Danny Glover.
Donald
right?
Glover.
Danny
Donald Glover as an old man. No, yeah.
You put him in old makeup, and
You're too old for this shit.
that would be
Is
awesome
Dan-
if
is-
he was like Danny DeVito in anything he does. So.
Yeah.
But no,
Penguin.
I didn't. I
Oswald
didn't
Cobblepot.
appreciate The Rock trying to be Danny DeVito.
No, I didn't like that either.
and,
That annoyed
Spoiler.
me. Oh.
And I thought. Well, I thought Kevin Hart was
I'm
better
gonna watch
trying
it.
to be an old black man. I think he was better at
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Because he was just like Kevin Hart, but calm. And I was like, I think I might like this better.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, I thought he was
I-
complaining because that's what he tends to do a lot of times
No,
in
yeah.
interviews when he's doing like the NBA All-Star
Yeah.
interviews and stuff.
But it was him being Danny Glover. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Would
That'd
you
be
recommend the movie?
Oh, the first one?
I would, the first one I liked.
Yeah, the first one was really good.
The second one was just like,
Wait till it comes out on.
it was just the first
sort of
one
streaming.
again.
Or watching
and
it at
then
my
they were
apartment right when it comes out.
explaining everything over,
over
and then
over.
there's just like,
Because then there's new characters that don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
Oh, explain the rules.
but we
Yeah.
know it as the audience, so
Yeah.
it just got tired, and then it was just, the same thing as the first one, basically.
Yeah.
I understand when
Plus
it's a
an
20-year
ostrich.
hiatus, you kind of have to explain the rules again, but it's all like after
makes
a
sense.
year and a half, it's all like, yeah.
Yeah.
My attention
Yeah,
span's
Yeah,
not that
okay.
short.
Yeah.
No, I know what you're saying now. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought you were like 20 years. It wasn't.
The
We
Robin
talked about it
Williams
on
one.
the first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I don't
You know, it's the third movie in the same universe.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Well,
Which
actually-
the ant shows up.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Or Nora? She
Yeah.
owns the restaurant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But she doesn't know anything that happened in the first one because it's like at the end of the first one, everything got erased.
Man, I didn't even. Wow.
Was that a
Was there an
movies
extra
details?
layer? Does that open it up for you?
Yeah. It's like an
Gosh,
onion.
I literally
I gotta
just saw
watch these things.
Or a
Sarah's
parfait.
mind.
Or a parfait.
Ain't nobody that like a parfait.
They don't talk about it in the movie or anything, but BB Newirth is in there, and she was in
You
the
are
original.
so right.
She was their aunt that was taking care of
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
and freaking out with chocolate news or Dag.
David Allen Greer.
3 words. Fabulous.
There you go.
Wow.
Chocolate News.
everybody-
Yeah, I got you.
Everybody knows
I
who
watch
Dag
Chocolate
is.
News.
Yeah.
Chocolate news.
So I saw that something's coming back that's near and dear to my heart. They're bringing back Reno 911.
Oh,
I
nice.
loved that
Yeah.
show.
That's
a
my
good
favorite
one.
show.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
I think it's coming back because Live PD is so big
Yeah.
that they're like, it's in the same realm. I'll watch
Yeah.
it sometimes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've seen
Okay.
I've seen
I'd rather watch 3 hours of that instead of 3 hours of live PD.
yeah. I mean, I've
Yeah,
seen
for
Live PD
sure.
where like a guy is like rapping in the background while his girlfriend's getting questioned. Like that's
Just
something that would
live,
totally
man.
be in
Yeah.
it. And my favorite thing about Reno is people don't know because it's been so long since it's been off.
Oh,
that
probably, yeah.
People have put clips on. I've thought about doing this myself because there's not enough, but they put clips on YouTube. And then they do the videos from like when people get pulled over, and so people think it's actual cop
Yeah.
footage, and people are like losing their mind, like I can't believe he did that. And I was like, oh, I want to leak all that stuff
Yeah.
online and then build like a following. Like to
Young
get
people are so stupid.
yeah.
My favorite is the
Kids these
DWI,
days.
where
Yeah.
she's doing the
dance.
kickball
Yeah,
shooting.
yeah, yeah.
That's the most popular one.
Oh my
yeah.
god, I love that.
That was really good. You a dancer?
No. No. Not I'm just drunk.
Gotcha.
And Terry, of course.
Oh,
Terry.
yeah, Terry.
I love the
You
brothel.
can't give blowjobs for tacos, Terry.
Why not? I love the
That
guy.
was Nick Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen Grandma's Boy?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love that movie so much.
Yes.
I got Clint into that one when we were in college.
Yeah. So random story. I was on guard duty in Iraq.
There we go.
And I was on a break. So we had this like little pod that we went into to get out of the sun, and they had Grandma's Boy playing. And I was like, what the fuck is this movie? This is awesome. So I remember like emailing my husband. I was like, you need to watch this. It was just on earlier today. Yeah.
Well, was it on normal TV?
No.
Like, okay.
No.
Because it can't be the normal TV because they
it's
cut
not
so
funny.
much out.
Yeah.
So a little bit of background on that.
Yeah.
I found out recently that the actual Grandma's Boy, the main guy, wrote kind of an arc for that story, and then Nick Swartzen had a special on Comedy Central, and Adam Sandler was watching it like when he went to bed, like he was just had it on, and he was watching it. He thought it was really funny, so he contacted Nick Swartzen, and he was like, "Hey, I have this. I think you're really funny. I want to put you in stuff." He's like, "I got this guy who has kind of a outline of a story. I need you to help rewrite the whole script." And so he rewrote the whole script with the guy, and then he put himself in it. And then it just became that movie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Old Dante.
Yeah, he said the guy who I wish he would do more stuff, but the guy who would play the robotic character.
My God, JP.
Yeah, a robot vagina.
He said that he's like, that guy is one of the coolest people on this earth. They were saying he didn't get into too much details, but he's like, I'm still friends with him. And
Has he been in other stuff?
I don't think so.
But he should be. He was so great in that.
We didn't watch the whole movie today because the boys were home and they're lame and
They don't understand humor.
You just have to explain everything to the one,
and it's hard to explain those things. But we watched the part where the guy comes in to JP's lair and he's doing all the video stuff, and he's just like, "Hey JP," and he tries to like rendering the elves a different color because it's there's too confusing. And so JP like does his robot voice and like exit or like eject, and he's like, "Oh my God, it's gonna really happen." And I thought, why don't I do that to my kids?
Eject.
I love that movie.
Came out right when I started drinking, so we'd drink and then watch that every night when I came home. Just be like,
see, the problem with that is that nobody really uses the word eject anymore because we grew up with it because it was on the VCRs, it was on the DVD players,
but VCRs again.
It's in the car.
Hashtag floppy disk. Have you seen I don't know why you guys would watch this, but Ellen will like take millennials.
My wife watched. She showed me that one.
Yeah, and
use a rotary phone.
The rotary phone. And they have no
can
idea.
Opener? I saw a can opener on Jimmy Kimmel once. Like
really?
Nobody knew how to
Wait,
use
what?
a can opener. Yeah.
How do they open their cans?
They looked at it. It's like how
they just
probably don't eat.
They have the
no.
Oh, yeah.
Or they don't.
Or there's
eat
too many
cans.
BPAs or something.
No.
Not afraid of that shit.
They go to the Munchie menu at Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I think they needed to navigate to a certain radio station on there also. That one was fun.
Oh, the boombox.
Yeah. And then they had to get a typewriter, set it up, and then type out a sentence.
Yep.
And she was like freaking out.
Yeah.
I still had a hard time with that.
When was the last time you saw a typewriter?
My mom has a couple.
Yeah.
They're like decoration.
Yeah.
Really?
Right.
I'm going to type every word I know. Rectangle. America. Megaphone. Monday. Butthole.
She likes kind of old school
By decoration, that means
stuff.
they're collecting dust.
Yeah. You know, Tom Hanks collects them.
Smith Corona.
She should reach out to him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she probably knows them.
Yeah. The typewriter club.
DM on Instagram.
Your mom's going to slide into Tom Hanks'
Will this take a typewriter? No, Mom, that's not. You can't typewrite.
Do we want to talk any more about
Have a little bit. They don't really have a whole lot.
How new are they?
Fairly.
Well, I'll get into that. So.
Fairly.
So they were inspired by the book, The Search for God and Guinness.
As you were saying that, I saw that John 15 underneath the barcode there.
Yeah. Also True Vine.
Correct.
But is that a biblical thing?
Yes. So they were inspired by the search for God and Guinness.
That is Clint's favorite word, inspired.
Yes. They were inspired by the search of God and Guinness, the biography of the Guinness family. So Ryan and Tracy Dixon began crafting big dreams for Tyler, Texas, homebrewing 10-gallon batches of beer in their garage. Ryan began developing the first recipes that would come to define True Vine Brewing Company: Mermaids and Unicorn Blonde Ale and Rose City Pale Ale, now an IPA. Building an artistically driven beer brand with focus on the core values of integrity, community, and love, True Vine officially opened to the public in 2014 in a warehouse on Inglewood Avenue in West Downtown Tyler, becoming the first brewery in Tyler. And
they were in a dry county, I want to say, if I remember Clint's wife, Amy.
Like Barrow?
Amy Rain, sorry, of Amy Rain
right.
Music.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
There had to be legislation to get them in there. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, True Vine is it's not a parable told by Jesus, but it's an analogy or something like that. It's so where the apostles are branches off of the true vine, who Jesus is the true vine.
Oh.
So there you go. So he's the main vein. Yeah.
All I can think of was
So it's like a
Superbad
family-
there.
it's
That's a reference.
Drain the main vein.
So that's like a family tree.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
sort of. Yeah. They're
So
all
could I drink
branches
this
off of.
instead of going to church?
I think so. Or
While in church?
so and also
flask.
on their logo they have, the water, grains, hops, and carbonation, I guess. But but it's got the year. It's got 2011, which is when
it started.
MMXI is when they had their I guess when they decided to do the brewery. They didn't open until 2014 though, so
It's interesting. I would try their IPA based on this. I know
They've
that
got a bunch of beers.
they do.
they? More than the
Daddy's
two now?
Juice Box. They have more than a few
it's
IPAs.
called Daddy's Juice Box.
Yeah, it's like their juicy, hazy IPA. It's a year round now. It was seasonal.
Yeah. They've got a.
They have a Kolsch Red Dirt, I think.
They've got the what's it? The black and white can with a star on it. It's their Bach. They've got a Bach. They've got a Belgian. They got a Belgian something too.
Oh yeah, the fat
chubby,
babies
yeah,
or chubby babies,
yeah, chubby
cherubs.
babies,
It's
yeah.
the cherubs.
Yep.
Yeah,
I thought it was a seasonal. It's like this is a Belgian pale,
golden
or
ale or
Belgian
strong
golden
ale, something like that. Yeah,
Sounds powerful.
it
But
does.
it's got little cherubs on it. So
Yeah, it does. Again, yeah, it makes more sense when you think that they might be religious. I don't know.
So now that we've finished the beer all the way around, would we have 3 of these?
I
Is
could do
it-
3 of them. I think I could.
Well,
If I
that's
wasn't
not the
eating.
question.
Yeah.
Would
I
you
gotta
drink
choose.
it again?
Would you drink it again?
I'd order it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd order it, but if it was there and I'm like, hey, you want a beer?
You would drink it for free, is what you're saying.
Yes.
I'd order
That's a
it.
low bar.
I'd order it because I fear change, and I know I've already tried it and
So-
I liked it.
So something
So you
that's
know what it already tastes like.
But here would be my question. So like for something a little more similar, if you saw this and Fireman's 4 on tap.
Fireman's 4.
I don't think I've ever had Fireman's 4.
Fireman's 4 is good. It's consistent.
Okay.
It's a very
We need to
consistent
drink
amber
that for
kind
a real
of.
ale
figure
episode.
So, like, my consistent where I live is Creek Don't Rise from Barrow.
Yeah,
okay,
That's
gotcha.
my
Yeah.
constant.
Right.
So whenever
Never
it's-
had it before. Did we have it last
Is
year?
that your revenge comment?
We didn't have it. We
No.
had
He feels very
Logosaurus
strongly.
Logosaurus
Yeah.
Tex.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We had Logosaurus Tex. That's right. We had last year.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Barrow has a pretty good stout. It's a Tipsy Vicar. It's pretty good.
Tipsy Vicar.
It's good for cold weather drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like stouts in damn near every weather.
Yeah.
Do you
True.
like porters?
I do like porters.
Because you're going to drink one. Because we got the Bill Pickett Porter here.
Is this one any different than the Blacklands Porter?
It is not, in fact,
According to JB.
We learned something this week.
sorry.
JD Giles, who
Yeah.
makes it.
How does Cutter know that?
There was a whole conversation.
You put it on the chat.
Yeah, because Clint is always like, oh, I really like the Bill Pickett Porter. I don't like the Blacklands Porter. Which, in fact, it's the same beer. Because first they made the Blacklands Porter because they're in the Blacklands Prairie, which I didn't know existed or was a thing. But then I looked it up. But there's a little swath of land that is called the Blacklands because the earth is nutrient rich and it's black.
Black soil.
Yeah, black soil. So it's called Blacklands, and that runs through Tyler. So they're Blacklands Porter. But Blacklands Malts said, hey, could you change this?
Could you not
Because-
do that?
Because I was under the
'Cause we were
assumption that
thinking
it
about
used
suing.
that it used Blacklands malts, and that's why it was called Blacklands.
Right,
But,
yeah.
But no, It's just they're in the Blacklands. Whereas Blackland malts, I don't know if they are actually. So anyway, so Bill Pickett Porter. Yeah. Let's crack these open.
Get cracking.
And see if Clint was actually right. This is any good.
So
which we did have a porter by them.
Oh, that was a good porter. It was a chocolate peanut butter porter.
Where'd you get this now?
We went to the Williamson County Habitat for Humanity charity called Hops for Houses.
Okay.
And we happened to be stationed in the farthest corner of the building
next to the stage, which I'm gonna tell Alid for our next thing in Dripping Springs.
You better not stick us in the corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
That's right.
It was impossible to record. It was
we were right next to the stage where they had a band playing, and it was like, okay,
several bands.
Yeah, we're gonna
throughout the day.
We're gonna pop in for 10 minutes at a time,
right?
Until the dude starts sound checking his drum set.
Check. Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
They don't understand.
Yeah. I don't know why you would ever.
They don't understand podcasts. They're like, what do you actually do?
My mom doesn't either.
Yeah.
She's like, what are you doing? Can
Also,
I listen to it on the radio?
So that was the cool thing about the podcast. So we had people come up to us and be like, hey, you're in the podcast. We listen to you guys. We want to be on it. One of the guys from Texas Beer Company.
Andrew Wrench.
Or JD said it. The family business. Another guy said it.
Talked to the lady from Southern Heights, and she stopped by and got my business card, but I don't know if they ever reached out.
Not to me.
What was the other
People
one?
don't reach
Hedgehog.
out.
They were cool.
Yeah, they were cool.
Listen, not everyone can be kind of tipsy at their house and email you randomly.
Yeah.
That is true. That is
And
true.
without that, we wouldn't be here today.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we need to get Bear King on.
Bear King, yeah. We need, when we go down there in May,
Bear King is a really cool property.
swim in Tony's pool, and then we'll.
It is looking pretty sweet. Cutter wants a cookie.
So this macaron is dark chocolate with a pecan praline filling.
Praline?
Praline? Praline.
Praline.
Some people say praline.
Who? Uncivilized people?
Yankees.
People not from Texas.
What did I say?
No, you said it right.
Okay, good.
I think back east.
Yeah. I claim Chicago. I was born in New York.
Oh.
You don't hear
Chicago.
the New York, though.
No, I dropped it in 7th grade because for the first 2 weeks of 7th grade, it was like, say coffee, say water. So I was like, coffee, water.
And I tried a bagel and I actually liked it.
Were you in Chicago at that time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing how kids can adapt.
I can't stand how the Midwesterners say milk.
How do they say milk?
Milk.
Yeah, milk. Yeah.
With an E.
I've heard that, yeah.
It drives me up a wall.
I like... So this cookie, I like it.
So this
like,
cookie is way better than the beer.
Yeah, agreed.
I was about to say the same thing. I didn't like the beer, but then I had the cookies like, oh, this is awesome.
I don't know what Clint is tasting here.
It's so awesome. It's making the beer taste better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yes. The cookie with the beer.
Which,
because the
when you
beer
said-
is so roasty and bitter that
It's got more coffee notes on the
Yeah, I
on
like the
porter.
beer.
I got a
it's
pickle
good.
taste, so.
I like the beer. I think that if we swapped out the beer for that...
Pecan porter.
No.
Oh.
The peanut butter
Here we go.
chocolate.
Spoiler.
That
Sorry.
peanut butter chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be much better. Or the
Yeah,
pecan
that-
porter, if there was a way to get
there-
one tonight.
Oh, it's in the fridge.
No, I do appreciate the bitterness of this, and I feel like it would pair well with a food pairing. I think we've had this before, right? I know I've tasted this before.
I might have had
No, we had the,
some
King-
of a Blacklands, but yeah, we did the King Grackle
We did
Stout.
the King Grackle, which was
Which is
similar.
a lot
it was
thicker,
A lot
which-
thicker.
Well, I've had this
I
somewhere
couldn't- I
else
couldn't get through
because I've
3.
definitely had this.
Yeah,
Clint's fridge.
It's possible.
he likes
guys
to
are
have
the-
some.
Yeah. It was more likely there because he does always have
There
it.
was a time that he couldn't get the Bill Pickett, and so he settled for the Blacklands Porter.
He was okay settling for that?
You know, life is full of compromises.
He probably also thought it was different, right?
Yes, yeah, we talked. We talked about that.
So Texas Beer Co., they invited us out to the street festival out in Taylor, where apparently they shut down kind of like the downtown, and all of the different breweries and restaurants kind of have like a big
out.
old shindig.
Do you remember when he said that?
I think they have 2 breweries there now, right? Or-
I thought he said there was more, that they started with just 2.
They're starting to pop up. Yeah.
He wanted us to stop by out on the way out of town.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. I forgot about that until like mid this week. I was like,
Yeah.
because I told
I didn't
Ross,
think
was
about
like,
it until like a week afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, damn it.
I told Ross, I was like, we should
Missed
stop there. And then
opportunities.
totally forgot about it. And then when I think it was like a Wednesday, I was
Had to
waking
get the
up. I was
Hop
like,
Squad. Grand opening, man.
yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
Free beer? Don't turn down free beer.
Never.
Well, but they were offering you free beer at Texas Beer Co. also.
No, they weren't. They wanted to
weren't.
buy it. Yeah.
It sounded like he was.
They definitely
They probably would
were
have hooked us up.
Really?
They
I
probably,
totally misinterpreted that. I thought he was saying, hey,
He would not be there.
Tell him
It'd
you know
just
JR.
they probably would have hooked us up a little bit, I would imagine.
They wouldn't give you anything. His name is JD.
Oh, yeah. I you say the wrong name. I said
shot
JD
JR?
earlier. JR. Yeah. Yeah, I know JR.
You also mean Blacklands?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right?
Shush, boy, you want to get sued?
I want to go for their soaps.
Yeah, they have beer soap there.
Yeah.
I one time in Salado was drunk
Here we
shopping
go.
after Barrow. They were having some sort of festival, and then
Well,
there's
they
like
have,
some cute little shops.
Yeah,
and-
along the
yeah. So I bought
decorative road signs.
I bought some sort of soap, handmade soap, and had coffee grinds in it.
So
It was like exfoliating. Yeah. Hurt like a bitch. I was in the shower. I was like, oh, man.
It's like more of a coarse ground.
Right. Yeah. But because I paid like
Grind a little
$8 for it, I
finer.
could not use it.
Yeah, you
or
gotta use the
else
whole
I'd hear it
thing.
from my husband.
Take off some top layers.
Yeah.
It hurts so good.
Look at how fresh that skin looks. It looks so new.
I just need to put some ointment on it now. It's fine.
Did you get a cat? What are those scratches? What are those scratches from?
I don't know. I'm just so jittery right now.
Really wakes you up first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Right in the veins.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my story.
It's a good one.
Sticking to it.
Yeah. Sticking to it.
Like this reminds me of just like a coffee porter. Which
Yeah, I like
fun.
it.
Yeah.
Again, the Macron helps enhance the flavor
Yeah.
to make it better. I
The
didn't
sweet
like
and the
it.
bitter, they go together.
Yeah. I got a dry taste where I was like, I bet if this is when it spoils, it would taste horrible. Like if you let it sit out and not chill, or if you just had it way after it was brewed, it probably wouldn't be as great.
No, I'd say what I like about these bitter, roasty beers is they can last a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not going to go bad right away.
Yeah.
But also they pair really well with like sweet desserts. So they're great for like an after dinner drink or something like that.
When
Yeah.
you say sweet desserts, have you tried this same macaron with a little bit of chili powder in it? Like, I bet that would be amazing.
I have made a Mexican hot chocolate.
That's what we had last year.
Well,
I
yeah.
think the
Was
first
it the same
year,
chocolate?
We
Oh,
had
no, it was-
we had a hot last year. We had a hot chocolate.
Okay.
And then we also had a chili chocolate one.
That's right. We had two different ones. We had two different chocolate ones last
Yeah.
year. That's right.
Because
We
we
had
had
four beers.
the Tejano Dreams.
That's right.
Yes. And that did not have enough spice in it, in the beer. For me, it was not enough spice.
That to me that was like more like Sprite with a little bit of jalapeno.
Yeah.
The beer was?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a beer. It
was a
wasn't
cider.
beer, cider.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Really
was there.
cool art on the can, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. They do really cool art.
Where was that from?
Fairweather.
Fairweather, yeah,
okay.
Fairweather Cider Co.
right next
If it's a
door
co.
to
Fourth Tap.
Yeah, right next door to Fourth Tap.
And I
Co-op.
drank them at
Yeah.
She got it. Nailed it. You've done this before.
Only 2 other times.
and the guy was like,
you almost took a swing at that guy. You can put this in your brunch michelada.
yeah. And I was like, who do you think I am? Brunch michelada? What?
Weird stuff going down inside the HEB.
I had a really interesting moment in the store not too long ago. TABC, like it's like you can be in our store legally in Texas, but like our store will not legally sell you a Coke, like or anything like
Really?
if you're not 21 years or older.
Huh. Okay.
I had a weird instance where I had two younger females that were in the
Better
store.
go over to Golf Galaxy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. They have Cokes, but I mean for twice as much. But, whatever. One of them was 21. One of them was not. So so I was all I had to ask for ID because it's like we ID on the floor and it's all
Yeah.
like
Well,
the one
also
I
they
asked
don't
I
let-
didn't have my ID and I was all like, "Are you 21?" She said, "No." I was like, "Okay." is she your legal guardian? Because I knew that they walked in together, and she goes, yes. All right, well, that's weird, but okay. It's like they're about the same age, they look. And so I asked her, I was like, are you 21? She said, yes. She said, I'm tired of you harassing me. I was like, okay, well, fair enough.
She said to you?
Harass?
Yeah.
Well,
it's like, it can be harassing because it's all like, because I wasn't really pestering her, but I was just making sure I was doing my job.
You're in a liquor store.
Right. You're in a liquor
doing your
store.
job.
Right, exactly. But it's like,
I've
one of those
asked
things
you
like,
once.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird in that instance because if they're married, she technically is the legal guardian.
Yeah.
Because even though it's not legal in Texas, they can get married somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, or sometimes it's like a sister thing where it's
Right.
all like they've lost parents or whatever,
Right.
and she's the legal guardian. So it's like, I'm not going to ask for like paperwork or
Right.
anything. It's all
I
like,
mean, your parents' death certificate. Sorry.
right.
carry it with you, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Relive
need
this
proof.
moment.
I'm gonna need proof.
The ashes carried in.
But it's like one of those things. Like I'm not going to push it any further. But it's like you answered all the questions correctly, so it's like I'm not
Right.
going to do it. It's like weird. Like it's not something you see every day. But.
Plus, really, really hot. I mean, if they're married.
Have you met a real lesbian?
Do you remember your Uber drivers,
Yeah,
Joel?
my
You know how
Uber
you
drivers.
feel
Yeah,
about
yeah.
that?
Actually, there's someone in the elevator today coming down from my apartment.
So the point of your story, you couldn't sell them a Coke? Is that what?
Oh, did they walk
Or
out?
was
with
that the
something?
end of this?
No, it was just one of those things like you don't really know. So like, but it's like
Okay.
I don't think there was. Just
I think Cutter's saying he did a really bad job. He's like, "You're 21? Yes. Okay."
Got it.
I'm bad at my job. I'm terrible at my job.
It's like, I believe you.
Don't ever mention my name ever.
This is harassment.
So harassment or harassment?
Yeah.
Harassment.
There you go.
Harry S. Smith.
My name spelled backwards is harass.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Like harass or harass.
Whatever you want. Cutter.
We're in Texas.
I'm terrible at spelling. All right.
Speaking of harassment,
What are we doing?
Texas Beer Company.
Texas Beer coming.
So, of the 3 cookies, which was your favorite?
Second one.
Yep. That was it. Peach. It was peach.
It was orange and rosemary buttercream with a peach puree.
That was pretty
Dollop.
good.
Did that one have the rosemary in it also?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what she just said.
Oh, okay.
fine.
Yeah,
That's one of the rosemary, right?
the one with the rosemary.
The orange and
How
rosemary
about the
buttercream?
peach? Did it have peach? Yeah.
The peach rosemary, did it?
I know it's hard to
Peaches and
pick a
rosemary?
favorite. I really liked the first one with the lime and the orange. It had orange
like
in
I
it,
needed-
right?
It was lime and chili.
Lemon
Chile.
chile.
I feel like I need to have
Chile.
one of each again to decide.
Again, there's more over there. If
Also,
only.
the chocolate was really good.
My favorite was the chocolate
No,
praline.
Yeah.
My favorite pairing was probably shit, that's hard. I wouldn't say the first one, but the second one was good.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, the first one was my favorite pairing.
I'd say the last pairing was my favorite, and the second cookie was my favorite.
Okay.
I didn't
There
like
was not a
On its own.
bad cookie there.
I didn't like the porter as much.
I wish this had more heat.
yeah.
That's me being just
I think
critical
Tony does
of
too,
myself.
because he
Yeah.
didn't taste
Yeah, I
it.
would say so.
Have you been to any Austin breweries?
No?
What? What about clean breweries?
Salado. I mean, like,
Salado.
Barrow,
Oh, yeah, there
Barrow's
you
my
go.
jam.
Yeah.
Hey, Barrow is at the festival. They're like right there. Like,
Yeah.
Don't they make
yeah,
the
we didn't have
Logosaurus
any.
Rex?
Logosaurus Tex.
Oh, that's
and
what I
then-
thought.
Tex.
Yeah, you did try that.
I
was
did
about to
because
say.
it had the dinosaur. And I was like,
He
I want
literally
that.
went to because of the
Oh.
dinosaur.
Oh.
Yeah, they're my if
ran
they're
out
in
of
the
tickets.
restaurants around or I do the Creek Don't Rise. The Tipsy Vicar's good.
The evil catfish is fairly easy to find.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah.
That's one of their more popular ones. It's
from Barrow?
very hoppy.
evil.
It is.
Oh, so it is evil.
It is.
The only time I've ever had it, I bought a 6-pack, and I realized after I bought it that it was very short dated. And I was like, "This is probably not the freshest." It's like, so I
Yeah.
can't
What
really.
does short dated mean?
It means that it's like it's very
Shelf
close.
turd.
Yeah, it's shelf
shelf
turd.
life.
Yeah.
It's like anything that you're going to buy where
An IPA
Cutter works.
An IPA that's been past 3 months, like it's not its freshest. It's not going to show very well.
You should not buy that.
Yeah,
you
like
can.
the
I
can-
guess it's a
if
good
you drink
idea.
it immediately.
Yeah, a lot of hazy IPAs I recommend drinking as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Like they'll show the best as soon as. Well, any IPA will show the best as soon as possible because otherwise they just become blah.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's hoppy, and
Nothing
then it's
special.
It's almost like drinking wet cardboard. Almost.
See, I was trying to explain this to Tony earlier, and I couldn't quite get it, and he couldn't quite grasp it. It's like the flavor of the hops, and then he's like, "Oh, you want it to be more bitter?" Like, no, there's flavor in hops, not just bitter.
It's like with your piney resinous hops,
Yes.
they typically become more just muted. Like muted is probably the best word.
Yeah.
The flavor's still there, but it's just
Muddled.
I'd
Instead
say,
of like
but
cohesive, it just becomes they all just become flat. It's like it's just like drinking cardboard almost.
Yeah. I'd say if you're drinking something that has like citrusy or like some bright hops, over time it's going to age and you're just going to get more like
bitter, rindy.
Yes,
like rindy
exactly.
flavors.
You're going to lose the brightness. You're going to lose that fruitiness that makes it really good.
I remember I untapped the first one and was all like, this is an okay beer at best, and then I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's like 3 months old.
Yeah.
It's probably not showing. It's like, so the next one was all like, all right, I'll give him a like a little update. Like, I apologize.
See, when you want to get a good catfish, you stick your hand down in there.
You gotta
Then
noodle it.
you wriggle
No, what you want to do?
wriggle your
you want-
fingers.
You want the big ones though. You put a loaf of bread on your hand.
The whole loaf.
Yeah, the whole loaf.
Fresh from the bakery.
I'm gonna shove that in deep into it.
Mrs. Baird's, or
I've got friends in Tulsa. That's how they do it.
that is. If you're talking noodling, you're talking Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's see that.
I used to live in a town,
Blue Cats. You get
Burke
it.
Burnett. It was the last exit before Oklahoma. And
It's still bad.
it's
Texoma.
so bad.
ugh.
And apparently, I did some research on
Texoma
the
is probably
town.
worse than Oklahoma. I don't know.
It was the town that inspired the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
There you go. Yeah.
So and after we moved in, we got all of our stuff. We were unpacking all day, and it was a hot Texas day. And I said,
And then Leatherface.
I go, that would have been a better alternative. I was like, I just want a beer. So he's going to go to the gas station to get some beer.
No.
He's gone for 2 hours.
He's never coming back.
I thought he was murdered because there was more churches. There was more churches than people in Burke Burnett, Texas.
That's not. I don't think that's a good sign.
And
they sacrificed him to the corn.
He finally comes back, and he said, "We live in a dry town." I said, "We have to move immediately."
Okay, so
Pack everything back up.
he was driving
He had
around
to go all
trying
the
to.
way to base, to Shepherd Air Force Base.
Wow.
Oh,
And get
wow.
beer. And then he only brought back a 6-pack.
And what? No, you have to stock up.
Yeah.
Like, what the
You're not doing that again.
Why are
Yeah.
you're just gonna have to
It's going to
drive?
be next Monday before we can go back to base. It's like pioneer days.
It's gonna be 2.
Did you stock up on gingham?
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2 hours. You're gonna
When
have
is
to
our
go
ice
back.
delivery coming?
It's just a big chunk that they.
With
They use the tongs.
Yeah, they've used
Yeah.
those ice tongs.
Little House in the Prairie.
Look at all these tongs. So what do I use them for? Well, you can pick up the hay with
you
it
have
now.
to, you
if
have to
want.
dig a vegetable.
Oh.
Like you dig it like a Hobbit house.
A cellar, like a
Yeah.
A root cellar.
fruit cellar.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Vegetable Hobbit house.
Well, also to hide from tornadoes,
A&M.
Them old tornadoes.
cyclones.
Yeah.
Turnators.
Vista.
Oh. Sarah, it's always a pleasure having you on.
Oh yeah.
So if I didn't run out of time this week, I was totally gonna break out a new flavor for you guys.
Oh,
I
tease
know.
us a little. What is this?
I was gonna make a sounds gross.
Yeah.
A goat cheese and fig macaron.
All right.
I mean,
So
I've
I love
heard.
goat cheese and fig pizza.
Right?
That's.
Whoa.
I'd try
What
it.
would you pair with that, though?
I don't know.
Something strong.
Anything?
Earthy. It's got to be earthy.
Yeah, the
yeah.
goat cheese is pretty tangy.
Something that would cut right through that.
Peach schnapps.
Ooze,
I want to
Sea
say
Prince
like
from,
a
Jester
Belgian
King?
style. A Belgian style would go
Yeah.
really well with it.
Yeah. Fat babies.
Like Noble King or something from Jester King. All I'm saying is that Skype episode next year.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
How will we get the cannabis Macarons?
We'll send Joel up in a car and he'll drive.
So when's the big move?
We get our things packed up May the 4th. Be with you. And then we drive away Revenge of the 5th. Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
So do your kids
they even
finish out the
have
school
that
year, or how does that work?
No, we're just going to pull them out because the last 2 weeks of school is bullshit.
It is.
It's all star testing. So
oh, yeah.
it's not going to translate to Illinois. My kids, I don't know where they get it from. They're smart. And they test pretty high.
Are they Illinois smart? Or?
I don't know.
Illinois.
Texas smart.
Well, I don't know. Like, I was reading off some things that came home, just like things that could throw, old assignments that were throwaways.
Uh-huh.
And I was reading it out loud to my husband. I was like, for
this
real,
is
like
bullshit.
the verbiage that they use for 4th grade, I'm confused. It's
very
like
high level.
Develop a prompt for blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, what? The verbiage is just insane. Like, just tell me what to write. They're doing geometry in 4th grade. It's insane.
I don't think I touched that till 7th or 8th.
I have
scalene triangles and stuff?
Scalene. Yes, bring it back around. Yep.
Is it like a tablet where you
they
just
had to do a
pull out
project?
And you,
they had to do a project where they had to make like a neighborhood with like so many parallel roads, so many perpendicular roads, a quadrilateral neighborhood, a triangle neighborhood.
What about monsters coming out of the sewer?
No, nothing. I feel like we would have nailed that. Yeah. No, we
I
had
hated
to, like,
those in Paperboy.
get
Fuck
the
you.
we get the ruler out. I was just.
Oh, I was thinking more like
compass.
I had 2 beers during that project, and I feel like it helped.
She's like, and then I emailed you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
The lines got a little more crooked after.
Yeah.
These lines are
As the
parallel.
night
I've had to say parallel, like on like a delivery, like tell someone where I'm located. I'm like parallel to this, and I wrote that in the directions, and they had no idea. I was like, you don't know what parallel is?
Yeah, same direction, just Uber.
Yeah, or where's what's the other one
way.
where it's across? Tony knows when it's across.
Catty corner.
Catty corner. Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. Yeah.
Perpendicular. Yeah.
I've heard kitty corner. I've heard caddy.
Adjacent.
That's what I used. I said adjacent. And they were like, I don't know what that means. It's like
next to.
It's first of all.
Next to.
It's like first of all, you're not the thing you're supposed to be adjacent to. You're not even near it. So like, we're not on the same page.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing when I had to explain what a breezeway was somebody, and they got it, and they're like, so this is what they call a breezeway. It's like
an overpass for walkers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it a tunnel for walkers?
Yeah. Oh yeah, a tunnel. Yeah. We had like overpasses in southern Illinois. Where
we have those in Austin.
Yeah.
Oh, I got overpasses.
Well, I mean, just
it's where the homeless people are.
Okay, I see. Yes.
The homeless people are parallel.
Yes.
Sometimes they're perpendicular.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're perpendicular. Yeah. You know what I saw last night? And I kind of, I was walking with somebody. I was like, I kind of wanted to be like, we need to call somebody because they had a fire. I don't know what was on fire, but what they used to surround the fire was like T-shirts.
Oh.
And I think they were using it to like heat up their space because you had smoke and there's heat and their tent's like right there. But I was like, that could go wrong very quickly.
Which is why when it got cold
downtown.
Yeah, when it got cold,
right on 6th, right across the famous Austin sign, the Austin block sign that's right there on 6th.
Welcome to
right
Austin.
There. Yeah.
Enjoy the tire fire.
There was two fires like in one day, like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. It got cold
on land, or
fucking homeless. They just
the homeless people caught.
Yeah, it's like it's too cold.
So much trash and stuff. Like nobody picks it up, so it's just burning. They burn it to stay warm.
Cheetos, man.
Yeah.
Buffalo
Cheetos
chips.
Doritos are a good fire starter.
Are they?
Yeah.
Twisted fire starter. The anniversary of that guy's death.
Prodigy.
Oh, shut up. He died.
Yeah, a year ago. Man. Also Luke Perry.
I know. I'm so sad.
Dedicate this podcast to Luke Perry.
His son wrestles,
Luke
and
Perry.
his son's a damn good wrestler.
He yelled at Aziz Ansari to give him more light.
I thought you were saying his son, but that was...
No, Luke Perry.
Luke Perry, yeah.
Aziz, light.
In what? In what?
Well,
Fifth Element.
Aziz, light! Aziz, light.
Listen,
Aziz
this is
Ansari was
my
in Fifth
third year
Element?
on this podcast, and every
character
single
named
time you guys
Aziz.
have brought up the Fifth Element.
That's why I
Every
had
time.
to do
I
it.
love
'cause
it.
We're trying
Luke
to figure
Perry
out.
was
There's the question though. We were trying to figure out if you liked it or not.
If I liked it,
pretty sure you
I liked
answered it,
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
I'm sure we didn't let you go without answering
Yeah,
it.
we wouldn't have had you back on if you didn't.
I like
No.
Mila Jovovich.
Goddamn right.
She doesn't age.
But
She doesn't.
I keep saying
but
that. She
is it
doesn't
a
age.
good movie
No, I don't
or
know.
a fun movie
It's like a
It's changed.
or a bad movie?
Goddamn right. It's
entertaining.
entertaining. It's a terrible movie.
Probably got to wrap up pretty quickly.
We still got beer.
And Macarons.
Yeah, we did. We didn't expect to be here for 3.5 hours.
It always happens.
I know it does.
The cookies are too good. Anyway.
Drinking on the porch.
Sarah?
Up late with Ross, Cutter, and Joel on the road or the curb curbside.
Yeah, we have to be outside because
Curbside.
Tony's not going to let us stay here.
There's a light.
No, he is not.
There's a light. We can just hang out on the light.
Oh,
Under the street lamp.
need
Ross,
batteries.
Joel, and
Yeah.
Cutter.
Start burning T-shirts.
Yeah, right. Anyway, Sarah, we appreciate you again. It's like the
Thank you
cookies
so
were
much for having
fantastic.
me.
Yes.
The pairings, you have an amazing palate.
Well, thank you.
Please do this when
And
you're
you
in
didn't
Chicago.
even try the
I will.
beers
I will.
ahead of time. So
Are you gonna restart up Maison de Macron?
I think so. I think the property we're
but you're gonna
inheriting-
have to do like Polish, like pierogies. Or
Pierogies, yeah.
You have eggs,
my big
Benedict.
dream is to turn into like an Airbnb and like have a whole experience with farm to table.
Oh, that's cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because there's chickens.
There's chickens and
Fainting
maybe
goats.
fainting goats and a
Yeah.
mini Highland cow.
Here's your.
That's so hot
It's
right
just
now.
enough for coffee in the morning. You can just
get 2 squirts.
Just 2 squirts.
Where did all,
Just 2 squirts.
That's a
Yeah.
bowl.
well, where do you think cream comes
where did
from?
all this goat meat come from?
no, but that's my dream. But
Teaching your kids about where food comes from.
yep.
Well, we're happy.
You want a
for
steak?
Thank you.
There's a cow out
So,
there.
like, we're gonna miss you, of
Good
course.
friend
I know, I'm
for
gonna
We're,
miss
we're
you.
gonna we're gonna figure out how to make this work next year.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll do
certain of it.
something.
Yeah.
We'll for sure do something.
If anything, I'm gonna figure it out because once again, I was planning on being married this past year.
Right.
I was like,
Well.
I've got cookies. Like I know where I'm
Oh,
getting
we
cookies
could have
from.
your second bachelor party up in
bachelorette party.
Bachelor shower.
His
His pen party.
Well, he had a bachelor party, so now he's got to have a bachelorette party.
Yeah, those are more fun.
We saw a couple last night. My favorite.
Well,
More dicks.
Yeah, so many like dick candy necklaces.
We had a lot
Yeah.
of dicks the first time. I mean, we had your friends.
Yeah.
there.
Oh, you made the joke. God.
You need a sash now.
I was saying you
Yeah.
and Clint were there, so
And a tiara.
There you go. Yeah. Also, he's not going to figure out anything, but
can we make a tiara?
He's gonna
tiara
say
for his
that-
beard. Is there a beard?
he's going to bring
Like
it up
clips.
every now and then.
Yeah,
He's
like
going.
clips.
We need to figure this out.
I'm gonna
It's like,
order. I'm gonna
oh,
order
okay.
some macaron.
Yeah.
It's like Sarah, hook
Yeah.
your brother up.
Yeah.
But no, I'm so glad you came down for another episode.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'm
As
surprised
always.
you came back for a third year with
Yeah,
us.
third-
I mean,
yeah.
I actually thought
Well,
you were. I
I
thought
got nothing better to do.
March is the slow season.
It's a slow month.
Well, I mean, you got packing, right? Or is everything packed? I don't know.
I don't
Fuck.
pack shit.
There you go.
The
Damn.
guys that
That's
the army
awesome.
pays for packs stuff. And,
Oh yeah.
and the kids. I mean, the kids.
Yeah, army.
Yeah.
Oh.
They fold everything. The army packs it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, thank you for having me again. It's always fun.
So, thanks for reaching out
Thank
out to us 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well, thanks to the beer.
Yeah.
you were drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember like whoever liked my post, and I was like, "Ooh, a podcast." with me.
Oh, that's how you found us.
That
Okay,
would
I was going to
have
ask.
been
Okay.
me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey,
Ross, you're going to be out there liking a bunch of stuff.
I really haven't.
Wait, shish kebab? I like shish
You
kebab.
just go out liking all sorts of stuff.
Well, that's how we
Ross
got.
gets out there 2 beers in and just is like,
That's how we got-
like, yep."
Wait, why do we have strippers at Tony's house?
Tony says we can't. I can't like those anymore. He's like,
We did have that conversation.
I don't think this is what we want. This is what's going to get us followers. No,
Come on, they need followers. They're struggling with their 5,000 followers.
Hey, they're working.
They're athletes.
They're
let me tell
twerking.
you.
They're twerking.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the pole
They
spins.
twerk hard for
they
that
don't
money.
spin.
See, I never knew that.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
the
new to
pole.
me.
Yeah.
Have
so
you
it's
guys
like,
seen the YouTube video of J-Lo training for her new
for Hustlers?
Hustler?
No, I haven't.
Amazing.
Somebody posted a clip of it. Like this girl, this
It's amazing.
is 50 something or whatever. That was the highlight. It was like a
I think she's
screenshot.
50.
Screenshot
50 or
of it.
51.
Yeah.
She's
50 years old.
Yeah.
50.
It's
Yeah.
like-
It's amazing.
Was Shakira there? No.
Shakira didn't have to practice. She's like, I got this.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like-
I mean,
I like
hips
her
don't lie,
performance better,
so-
anyways.
Yeah, that's the only time that I really like Shakira.
When she's dancing.
No, just
Live
then
performance.
that one performance. 'cause-
Oh, that one performance. Yeah, I think people thought J Lo was going to be better, and then they're like, Shakira just blew everyone out of the water.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Shakira did a lot of stuff with the World Cup when it was in Brazil. So she was around then.
Ugh.
And
Brazil. Don't go to Brazil.
you're about to lose our Brazilian demographic.
Yeah, I was going to say the sponsorship.
You're about to win it because
They
I've
might
never
know.
met a Brazilian woman that wasn't attractive. I've all 2 women that I've met have been Brazilian that were hot.
There's Giselle.
All 2 women.
Yeah, Tony was there.
Is Giselle Brazilian?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Giselle Bundchen.
Carmen Luvina?
Really?
Or,
Oh, God.
I don't know who that is.
Wow, throwing it back.
yeah.
Who is that?
No, we don't need to go into that.
Carmen Luvine?
Just
People
bing it.
that know will
Bing it.
know,
Yeah.
and people
Okay.
that don't, well, it's okay.
PG. It's not PG.
She had a big butt, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to guarantee she probably
Big
has one.
white butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White butt. Okay.
People from Brazilians are, so a lot of Brazilians are white.
Oh, I thought that was South
But
America.
they speak lazy Spanish.
Oh, Portuguese?
You mean Portuguese? Yeah.
Well, we were trying to exit, and then
I know, we got on
I
clips or
know,
something.
yeah, it happens.
Anyway, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
So today we drank Blue Owl. We
Yeah.
drank some Mermaids and some Unicorns.
From True Vine.
We had some Bill Pickett Porter.
Bill Pickett Porter, who was a bulldogger.
He was.
He was the only.
He would,
Was he the only fictional character on the table right
He's
now?
not
Real
fictional.
person.
He's real.
He's real.
He's from Tyler.
Someone said he's the
And-
only real person on the table.
And his special move was he would bite the lip of the cow to take it down.
It was crazy. I've seen video of it.
Yeah.
It's
Why
like
would you take down a cow?
He was
He was
rodeo.
a rodeo. He was a
was
You
a
don't
rodeo
take down
star.
cows, you take down bulls, I
Yeah.
thought.
Well,
no,
Well,
you do you
cows
can do
and
caps.
bulls
You rope
and-
caps.
So he's like
you
the,
ride bulls.
so he's like the Mike Tyson
But
of rodeo.
Yeah.
To Mike Tyson of rodeo.
He's biting people.
I love it.
He never bit a
Joel,
lip.
it's a good reference.
I don't know.
It's a good
He might have bit a
reference.
lip. I don't know.
Well, Tyson Fury was licking blood off his opponent last couple weekends ago.
That's not Mike Tyson.
Still Tyson.
Yikes. Yeah, so thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks everybody for listening.
Oh, that's the line. That's the line. We've talked
tell-
about a bunch of stuff.
No, it's just we're just
time.
gonna keep going and going.
Yeah.
You know, find us where you found this podcast. Give us a review.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Tell an enemy. Tell Cutter.
Find us on Untapped.
There you go. We're on there.
Those guys on tap.
Sarah, you
I
on
still haven't
Untapped?
figured out where.
I'm familiar.
You're familiar.
Yes.
How can we find you now? How can people find you now? Are you like
Will Maison du Macron still be active?
adjacent to
Adjacent. Texas adjacent.
No. Will the social media be available still?
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. On Instagram.
Well, you're gonna have fresh
MDM
eggs
treats.
for your Macron.
I know.
There you go.
I'll get some.
Farm to table Macron.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Congratulations,
Wow. Get some
Chicago.
almond flour.
45 minutes by train.
Yeah.
To it's like
And Macron.
you're getting a fantastic baker.
Yeah. Thanks.
Some Kuma's burgers as well.
You can't say that on the radio.
They're all over Illinois.
Does sound
Illinois. Yeah. Yeah.
That's like,
Is that a plural?
Thank
They
you
have-
for joining us
yes.
again, but for making time to come down here
Of course.
before you leave.
Yes.
Thank
it's a
you.
tradition in March now.
Yeah.
Yeah, until 2 weeks ago, I thought you already left. Flash forward like 6 months later, it's like, hey, we're gonna do this thing. I was like, oh, she's still here. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Still
And,
here.
and if you give out your address, they'll help you move. So
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
do that on the podcast?
No, on the base they do that. That's already.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna join the army and fight for my country. you're assigned to moving.
Yeah.
We call it logistics. Packing up people.
Packing up.
You're not going to go to these other places. You're going to be right
Well,
here.
you're going to go there, but you're not going to stay there.
Domestic infantry.
He kept holding the gun and going pew pew.
Yeah.
We don't want that guy on the fields.
I mean, they have a lot of weird jobs in the military. But they got to do everything. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, thanks again.
Yeah.
This has been another great episode. Well, a great episode.
This has been an episode.
I know there are other
happened.
great episodes.
We've done
This
stuff.
has been
We did an episode. Sarah brought the greatness.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
this
thank
has
you.
been one of at least three great episodes. So yeah, this has been Ross.
This has been Tony.
This is Cutter.
Joel's there.
This is Sarah.
And this is the podcast. This is the podcast.
Thanks for sticking around. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Spotify, BigHeadsMedia.com, or anywhere there are podcasts. If you like what you heard, rate and review us on iTunes. Check out our Patreon. Find it at patreon.com/3beersinpodcast. Check out all of our awards. You can give as little as $1 a month to help us keep doing what we're doing. It really helps out, and we'll give you a thank you on the show. Or for a little more, you can remain anonymous. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 3beersinpodcast. Check out our website, 3beersinpodcast.com. You can find information about us and the show along with the links to all of our episodes and our really cool merchandise. While you're on our site, you can tell us what you like, what you don't like. If you don't like us, then why the hell are you still here? You should have turned us off long ago. But if you're just going to listen to us anyway, you should probably subscribe too. And if you would like a transcript of our podcast, write down everything that we just said.
Man knows how to make an exit, huh?
Small Town Secrets is a podcast that explores the secrets and strangeness of small towns across the globe. They may be local legends, paranormal, true crime, or just plain weird. Join me every other week as I tell you stories of these small towns, as well as local headlines and listener stories. Get it wherever you get your podcast. For more info, check out stscast.com. Every town has a secret. What is yours?